Writing a song for a singer and a band. That's how I think. I do not let the guitar dictate to me. I dictate to it what I want. And so I try to write music that you can sing along to. And I try to find interesting ways. Like for instance, in this song, when I got to this one, R&B sound. So I'm playing D with the F sharp bass, then to the A with the E bass. Right. Now, then I said to myself, I want to hear that again, but I want to do something different with it. What would George do? And I thought, he'd probably just move it up. So I went, and it made sense to me. You know, it was like, you don't quite expect that, and that's what made George interesting. He always did stuff you didn't expect. I'll give you another example of using George. Where's my keyboard? Oh, there it is. Someone put it on my other guitar. I wrote a song called Papa George, which I play occasionally, and people think that it's a donut company or something in America, but Papa George is George Harrison. And so I tried to use a lot of his songwriting ideas to give it his flavor. And so things like, well, I'll just play a verse of it and a bridge, and see what you make of it. Some of the Georgisms in it now. So, so I use the diminished, and I did something George does sometimes. Instead of finishing on the root note at the end of the verse, he finishes on the third. It's a beautiful sound, and you don't hear it very often. Right. Then the bridge does a typical George Harrison thing where it plays on the melody line with a major seventh, and then it plays it with a minor. The same line. It's a typical George Harrison move. Yeah, and then the ending, I tried to make the ending a little bit like Here Comes the Sun. You're going to go there, and then you end up there. You know? And all those things are nice for your ear, you know. So I try to approach songwriting like I'm writing for a singer. So I never pick up the guitar and try to write something that's totally just guitar orientated and there's a bunch of chords put together and all that. That doesn't interest me at all. I want to hear melody, and I want to hear something that sticks in my brain and gets me in here. And that's the way I try to write. I was telling the audience last night about when the people I listen to for inspiration and for ideas, the songwriters that I'm interested in are not very many of them are guitar players. I think Eric Clapton and Bonnie Raitt are probably my two favorite songwriters who play the guitar. But the others, Billy Joel, Elton John, Stevie Wonder, the biggies, the ones whose music moves the world, they're the ones I want to steal everything from. They're the ones I'm interested in learning why that song is so good, you know? And many years ago, listening to a lot of Elton John's songs, it dawned on me just how beautiful a note against a chord is, you know, when Elton sings Daniel's trying. It's just such a beautiful sound. I can't sing out. If I was Sting, I could. There's another great writer. But so, for inspiration and for songwriting ideas, I get inspired by the people who write the great songs. They're the ones I listen to. I like to try to find the right chord to put around a melody to make that melody live, you know. And I'll give you an idea. There's a song I wrote which was a very inspired piece called Ruby's Eyes.